So depending upon what you make, okay, you are very welcome. Depending upon what you make, you would put that income into this line, okay? So remember, these are revolving. So if I make $5,000 a month and I put $5,000 into this line, then when it's time to pay my house payment, I would pay the payment here. Pull it back out, pay it. When it's time to pay my car payment, I would pull it out back into my checking. Okay? Because these lines of credit are usually with the same bank that you have your checking account. So my income comes into the checking, I transfer it into the line. Then as I need money for gas, for my utilities, for my subscriptions, for my car insurance, for my kids' sporting equipment, for my Hulu, whatever, you will pull it back out of the line into your checking and you will pay what you need to pay. Food, yeah, food, we have to eat, right? So food, everything comes out of the line. All right, so how does this work? So I give examples of this every day. I'm just going to make up some numbers here to show you an idea. But if you bring in your income of, okay, I got a pen going out. Time for trash. So your income is going in, it comes into the checking account, and then you transfer it over into the line of credit. Now, it doesn't matter if you're paid daily, weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. It's going to be great. So just put it into the line as you get paid. That's what I do. All right. Now, you're going to have to pay your expenses. So let's just add a total of expenses with the house payment, rent, whatever you pay, food, gas, utilities, you know, car payments, whatever you pay. Let's say that it's $4,500 per month is your total expenses. All right. So you're back up to 9,500. And now let's calculate this 15% interest. Because I'm doing the worst case scenario here. So the income goes in 5,000, your expenses come back up. So let's calculate what the interest might look like on 15% on the average daily balance. And let's say it's $100. So $100 interest, 9,600. Okay, month 2. Your income goes in again. 2. Now you're down to 4,600. Now, what happened to the payment that was due on this line of credit when I put my income in? It was satisfied. Why was it satisfied? Because if the payment is $100 that they're charging for the 15% interest, then when your income goes in, you satisfy that payment. So a lot of times people watching videos, I'll see comments underneath the videos that say, yeah, but you didn't include the payment for the line of credit. Well, if you watch the video, I showed you where the income going in is what satisfies any amount due. So there is no payment due now because you put your income in and it's been satisfied. Okay. All right. So let's move on to month 2. And I'm going slow here because I just am. Because I'm one of these people, teach it to me like I'm 5. Because with math I am. So I go slow. So if I'm boring you, then you can go somewhere else. But this is the way I do it. Okay, so 4,500 in expenses again come out throughout the month. Okay. So we're at 9,100. Now let's add interest. You know what? Let's just add the high interest again. I don't care, do you? Because the interest on these are simple. Okay, so now we're down to 9,200 in 2 months. You've paid 800 total, right? Even after your interest was charged and everything. So if we take the interest at the high, how much interest are we going to pay on this for the 2 years that we skipped with this one $10,000 chunk? Well, let's just do the average. So 24 months times, let's just do the high first. So if we sit here and let the interest just every single month, $100, $100. Let's say we did that for 24 months. How much is that? What is 100 times 24? $2,400. Now you're never going to pay that if you're doing velocity banking, but I'm showing you this is $2,400 for this 10,000 on a 15% simple interest line of credit. What did you save in 24 months on one $10,000 in the mortgage? $50,000. So you were going to pay $50,000 for this $10,000 in a mortgage, but we took it out of a line and put it into the mortgage, and max, if we left it sitting and didn't pay it off ever, their max is going to be $2,400 compared to $50,000. Are you serious? And you sit there even thinking that this could be a wrong process, a scam? Now, this is where the part that a guru could come in and say, you're just stupid. If you think that the scam is a $2,400 interest product in 24 months compared to a $50,000 interest product in the same amount of time. So the idea is this is going to be paid off way before 24 months, and it ain't even about that.